lovely viewers, it's Josephine Greatness once again. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I share information about how to migrate to the UK as a health worker. I focus much on midwives, even though I do across all health professions. All right. I also share my music videos. I share vlogs of my lifestyle here in the UK. I share the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ, health talks, business talks, and many more. You cannot miss any information on this channel. So, if today is your first time of coming around, it is nice meeting you. I really do appreciate you clicking on my video to watch. Stay around by hitting on the subscription button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. To my return subscribers, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos, sharing, liking, following me on my other social media handles. I'm going to leave my other social media handles linked in the description section below. If you've not yet followed, joined, or liked me in on the other channel, so don't just watch the video and leave. Today, guys, I have got a renowned personality in the person of, he calls himself, or let me say, his YouTube channel, the Chief Mate Husband. Yes, but his name is Steven. He is a YouTuber as well. He is, anyway, let me not introduce him. I'll give him the chance to do it himself. And surely I'm going to leave his YouTube channel link in the description section below, so you can hit on it, head onto his channel. He's got lots of informative videos there. You don't want to miss out on that. So he's going to share with us, guys, you guys have been asking me or requesting for a video on supporting statement. And this guy, I bet you he is good at it. He is good at supporting statements. So that is why I got him here for you lovely viewers. So we are going to talk about how to create or write a good supporting statement to land you your dream job in the UK. So let's go straight into the video by allowing Steven to introduce himself. Steven, over to you. Kindly tell my viewers.
Okay, hello guys. My name is Olafemi Stephen Wahabi, and some people used to call me, they call me the Chief Middle Band. So, and a typical question that most people ask is, if I'm a nurse or I'm a midwife, and my answer is as good as no, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a midwife, but by extension, I would say I'm a midwife because my wife is actually a midwife. Yes, my wife is actually a midwife. So from that, by extension, so I get to be in the space of all this I'm doing, which you see most of those contents in my YouTube page, talking about your NHS application, your supporting statements, how to go about your application from point A to Z, or everything you need to know about it. I think I have perhaps some ideas to put you in the right light doing your NHS application. So that's, for short, that's what I do.
Lovely. So, welcome and thank you so much, Steven, for your time. I don't take this lightly. Anybody that I invite that honors my invitation, I am very, very grateful because time is money and you decided to voluntarily give us your time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, Steven, I know before I started this whole migration process, I did not know anything about supporting statements. So, I don't want to assume that whoever is watching this video knows what a supporting statement is. So, that would be my first question. What is a supporting statement?
In one word, supporting statement is a support your application.
Okay.
Supporting statements is your application is more of your CV, what you have done, like a typical CV, right? But supporting statement is what is used to back up your CV, because on the CV you just said, oh, I've worked in this hospital, I've worked in that hospital, I've went to this school and that school, I've done this training and the other training. But your supporting statement is a broader picture of your personality, of who you are. That is what your supporting statement is, to back up your application. So in lay terms, that is what a supporting statement is.
Okay. So guys, those of us coming from West Africa, I mean from Africa, we are not used to this word supporting statement because back home it's just the CV. You just write your name, your personal data, your work experience, your references, and you are done.
Yeah.
But when you are applying for a job overseas, or let me say abroad, for example, in the UK, you are expected to add what Stephen just spoke about. Talk to them about who you are because they don't know you. So it's a way of kind of selling yourself, trying to explain to your prospective employers who you really are. Lovely. So that
So,
takes us.
so basically, let me just add a bit to it again. Basically, supporting statements is where you write about your experiences,
Mm,
your interaction. You talk about your skills, your commitments to the role you're applying for.
mm,
Basically, that's what your supporting statement is.
okay.
So it's not. I see some people ask me, okay, what is the difference between a supporting statement and there's this other one. I've forgotten that word.
Your mission statements.
No, no, not mission statement. Why did I forget this word? Supporting statements or I forgot. Let's continue. If I remember that word, that one is actually shorter,
Mm,
but supporting statements is broad in
you
his own.
know,
If I remember that word, I would put it up so you know what I'm talking about.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
So my next question is, can a supporting statement raise one's chances of obtaining a job? If yes, why?
Okay. Supporting statement, yes, would can raise your chance of a job because it is the first interaction that the employer gets with you before you even say any word, before they even invite you for an application. So it is a supporting statement that gives you that chance to put your application on their table. So, and
Okay.
in writing your supporting statement, you have to be very, very deliberate of what you're writing and what you need to do. All your experience and your skills and where yes you talked about where you have worked, which is okay, your employment history, and with that they'll ask you okay, duties and responsibilities. Most people just put okay, I do A, B, and C, but your supporting statement is where you write those procedures you have done, those processes you have taken during your work as a nurse or as a midwife, as the case may be. So supporting statement is the full body of what you need to, like everything you have. Yes, there are some things we do that we can't write them on our CV, but on
Yeah.
your supporting statement, that's where you have the opportunity to state out
Yeah.
all these things, to
Yeah.
reiterate everything and put it there. So at least the employer will see, okay, apart from what this person has done, okay, with these experiences, this person, I think this person should be a good candidate for the job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
Great. So, lovely viewer, if you are watching, and maybe I asked this specific question because some of you sometimes when I talk about have you built or created a supporting statement, you kind of go like, oh, okay. When they call me for interview, I'll tell them about myself. Yeah, you heard what Steven said. The supporting statement is your first line of interaction with your prospective employer. So
Employer.
even before they give you the chance for an interview, the first thing that they will read about you, you should be able to express yourself to get them to invite you for an interview.
Mhm.
Nobody will kill you for repeating what you have written in your supporting statement. After all, you are writing about yourself. But you
Yeah.
need to write about yourself to sell yourself, to get them interested in you, to call you for an interview.
Yeah.
So the supporting statement, of course, helps to raise your chances of getting the job. Okay. So my next question, Stephen, what should be written or stated in a good supporting statement? Everybody writes supporting statement. People go like, I've been applying for 2 years. I'm not getting it. My IELTS is almost expiring. How many
How
um,
many?
applications have you done? Then they go like, I've done 200. Like, seriously, you've done 200 applications and for 2 years. So sometimes I go like, you just need to get the CV and the supporting statement right. By the time I'm done with that, within 2 days, 3 days, they go like, oh, I just got an interview
Okay.
offer. I just got the job offer. I just did that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So that means it is not just a supporting statement, right? You need to get a
Okay.
good supporting statement. So what entails it? In a nutshell, what are the do's and don'ts in writing a good supporting statement?
Okay. Before I go over to the do's and don'ts, most people that complain that they have been applying for a long while and they have not gotten any job. Most time, the first thing I'll tell them is, okay, let me see your application. When I go to the application, I just see there are a lot of errors there. Errors like
Even you that you are not a prospective employer, you go like,
even me, I was like,
I'm not employing
even with
you.
this, I can't with it. Not that if you can't do the job, but with this, I'm saying I can't employ you because
I
now
can't
some
employ
people
you.
apply with their phone. Some people apply with their phone, and everything is just jumped up. Some people use capital letter here, small letter here, and uppercase, lowercase, and all that. And you just see
There's
that
a lot of
even
manipulation.
their duties, even duties and responsibilities, you see it. You just see, oh, I can give injection. I attend to this. I attend to that. Just straightforward, kind of like these things are not. These are not what these people
They
are
are not
looking out for.
news.
Yes, you can do it. You can do it, but now they want to see you put it in writing because over here in the UK, everything's about documentation. Like, okay, yes, let's see it. So with that, there's a lot that has to do with the application. So people need to be deliberate when they're applying. Some people just like, oh, they say I should apply. They keep applying, not knowing they're
Mm,
actually applying the wrong way. So even if you have a good supporting statement, but your application is not well aligned, even your job is not aligned well. At least alone, that's even a minus on its own. And
yeah.
also to look at the fact that you're not the only one applying. There are other people from
All
other
over
walks
the
of life applying all over
yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
I made a simple analogy, so I think I should state it here. So people will say, why am I not getting called for interview? Just imagine 10 different persons applying for a job as a midwife.
Yeah.
Now, the same 10 people apply for job A, job B, job C, job D.
Mm,
Now, from that 10 persons, all the old 10 persons applied. Now, but from that A,
mm,
they might pick like two or three persons or five. Let's say
yeah.
five.
Mm-hmm.
Also, remember that the same people applied for B and C.
Yeah.
They will still pick the same person,
Yeah.
either B and C.
Mm-hmm.
So you now imagine the person has like three applications, knowing fully well
Yeah.
that you're only going with one.
One. Yeah.
You're only going with one. So now at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, the person might surface. There's a probability that the person surface in all the three.
Mm-hmm.
Now you that did not do your own application well, you are left behind. The person that got the three, at the end of the day, finally goes with one and
Choose one.
discard the other two.
Yeah.
Now that process is gone. The person sent unfortunate email back to them and the process starts again. So and as the process is starting again, more people are coming in to apply.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the process is very tedious. So, and I can't tell somebody that's gotten a job now to say, oh no, don't apply for the next job. Because why? I've seen some people being turned down at the last moments. Even before they are CEO, they just, oh, we are not doing it. I saw somebody after like 4 months, the person was turned down. So
Oh
this
my
is a deliberate action that you need to
yeah.
put in place to see that just make sure your application is well aligned and
Yeah.
apply
On point.
very well. So that's like a simple analogy to
Mm,
tell somebody that don't think people are applying continuously. So you also have to up your game to make sure you show in one of these. And I've also seen a situation that somebody's supporting statement there was nothing to write home about.
tell
That's
me
one
how.
thing. Like it was nothing to write home about. I can't just analyze the supporting statement, but at the end of the day, the person got called for an interview. So
Like serious.
sometimes, yes. So sometimes I've seen not one, not twice, more than four. I've seen it. So most I tell people the God factor too. Just
Yeah.
include God factor with what
So
you
you
are doing.
can't for that.
When you
Yeah.
include the God factor of what you are doing with your application, I think that also would add to what you are doing.
Yeah.
So let me just add that. So now let me now go back to your question you asked.
Okay.
The do's and don'ts of writing a good supporting statement. You have to tailor your supporting statement to the right, tailor it according to the supporting to the job you're applying for. But also is a tricky one in the sense that you're applying for 4, 5, 10 different applications in the same day. Tailoring your application means you need to have one broad supporting statement,
Yeah.
which even if you want to tailor it to another application, you just have a
Yeah.
simple section where you can just adjust a bit to suit
Yeah.
that job. Yes, you
Yeah.
tailor it, but also have this section of where you can. There should be a
Edit.
clear structure of your application, logical structures to know that yes, your introduction should be there about your qualification, your experience, summarizing you being suitable for that job. So you have to be able to summarize that. Highlight your skills as a person.
Mm,
Provide evidence. Some people, yes, I introduced the likes of ChatGPT to some people to use. Yes, they use it, but they use it in a different light, and the thing it gives them different information. At the end
mm.
of the day, they feel like, oh, since it was written by this, yes, it should be correct. But now
Yeah.
they are not sounding like machine. They are not now sounding like the person that
Real. Like it's you.
Yes, the machine should help you out in doing these things.
Yeah.
The machine is an advantage.
Yeah.
Simple information like, oh, write about this. Okay, I've worked in this hospital, I've worked in that hospital, write about my experience of when I was working in this department, and this is what I did in the department. I did this, and this. Now the machine will write it for you, but yet it's going to write like this is you have given it what to work with.
What you
It will not
should.
give you what to work with, it will just give you anything and you just put it there. Yes, which might be okay, but
Artificial
sometimes
intelligence, anyway.
artificial intelligence. So
Yeah.
that's it. So also writing a supporting statement, the NHS value, which
Yeah.
is you are structuring your application. Yes, you have structured it well, but leave a section that you can also like actually write about the trust values. Oh,
Okay. So
I portray the trust values that is A, B, and C, patient centered, kindness, all those things. I write a scenario where I portray one of the trust value, which is this, and this is what I did in this scenario. That will help you write something. So for those that don't want to use their own mind to do it, but
yeah.
just have your structure and have what you're writing, and that will help out. And your
So just
achievements.
to highlight, you mean that if, for example, today I'm
Yeah,
applying for a job with Queen Elizabeth, and then I'm
yeah,
also applying for, let's say, Royal Berkshire,
yeah.
I should tailor my supporting statement. I should create a space where I can edit and put in, Royal Berkshire trust values in it. Send it to
Yeah.
Royal Berkshire. When it's, time for Queen Elizabeth, I should edit Royal Berkshire off and then put in, guys. You see that. So
So
you don't just
you don't need to be doing different
yeah, copy
application,
and
different
paste
supporting statements
throughout.
because
Make
that alone gives people headache. That alone, you now get an unfortunate email.
mm,
It's headache already. Like, okay, I took the owner and writing the supporting statement. Because tell me, what else do you want to write? Because if you look
yeah,
at their person specification, their job description, it's almost the same thing. The only difference you just see there is just the different NHS name, but most
yeah,
of the words are like the same thing.
yeah,
So why not just sit down on a good day, even if it will take you 2 nights to sit down and write something worthwhile,
mm,
but have those section that you know that if I'm writing for a new NHS, I'll change this part.
I just
If
change
I'm
it.
writing, so you not make the mistake of you're applying for
Royal
Royal
Berkshire.
Berkshire now. You now make the mistake. You didn't remove Royal Berkshire somewhere. You now apply for another
And
one. The name Royal Berkshire is still showing there.
oh god, that is a bomb. They will go like, oh, she doesn't even know about our trust values. Unfortunately, they
So
just
you need to know those paragraphs that contain those information. So it will give you less time. You just know that these are the parts you are changing,
yeah.
and you are good to go. And also use the keywords.
Okay.
Use keywords from the job description. Use keywords. There are some keywords in your job description. You see some keywords there. Just make you go through them. There was a time I searched out a software that I used to look out for keywords. I think if I can find it again, because it's been a long time I did supporting statement for anybody. So I just all those things I just had to, but I'll try to look for it again. If I say it, I'll share it with you so you share it and people can use that. Once you just copy your job description, put it on it, it will pick out the keywords. Then use those keywords in the body of your application. Because also at the end of the day, these applications what's that English? Selected by
Yeah.
artificial intelligence at the end of the day. Because you can imagine somebody, yes, you can imagine somebody now sitting down to look over how many applications at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's these keywords they look out for. And also when people are applying, I see someone applying and on your job description, you now use numbers, bracket open, bracket close. Those things. Number one, they don't use numbers, they use bullet points. So
Mm-hmm.
those are the words the artificial intelligence understands.
Okay.
So you need to look out for those stuff. Just use bullet point. Bullet point is okay, and you're good to go. And also try to proofread it again. Try to proofread. That's why you need to take time to write one concise supporting statement and just change all these few parts, and you're good to go. Your achievement also.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you want to use a machine to do it yourself. The machine doesn't know your achievement.
Of course.
The machine doesn't know your achievement. So you have to
Yeah.
infuse your achievements. If you want to use the machine, if you want to write it yourself, all well and good. Your achievements include them and all that to make them come out lively. And also, I got an information that somebody said it seems they are tracking those using AI to write these things now. That's when, yes, use the AI to write it, but now infuse your own words to it.
Exactly.
Use AI to write it. Now sit down, adjust all these things by yourself in your own words. It now makes it easier for you, no more stressful for you. Instead of you having to write, look for that words to, like, we are not used to writing long English. We are used to, we can do it. But here
Yeah.
we are, these people, they want to see you write about it. So now use your own intellect to make this thing work out for you. And the at least at the end of the day, they'll receive good news. That's it. Yeah.
You see, Stephen,
Yeah.
I don't know. There is a misconception that to get a job, you need to write like 5 pages or 6 pages or 7 pages of supporting statements. Even if you have worked for just a year,
Mm.
people are trying to compete with, hey, my supporting statement was 6 pages. That is why I got
Yeah.
the job. Mine was 10 pages. That's why. Can you talk about that, please?
So writing a supporting statement, oh, I don't believe in what they are saying actually at the end of the day, because now you only have opportunity of writing like 1,500 words. You can't
Mm-hmm.
write more than that.
Yeah.
So you can't. So if you're writing 10 pages and it's over 1,500, you won't even be able to submit. Even if you write 1,501, you will not be able to submit.
Yes.
You won't be able to submit. So anybody saying is writing 10 pages, 6 pages, I don't buy that idea. But at
And
the end of
Steven, the
yeah,
thing is that for me, example, when I was in the job hunting stage, I wasn't just using track job. I fill it out and I send it. After I've sent it, I go back, look for the contact or the email address of the
yeah,
trust, and then I send my CV. And so I usually add my supporting statement in my CV. So
okay.
at that point, there is no limit to the number of words that I can write. So that is where I'm
Yes.
asking this question.
Okay, then you can do that, but also imagine sitting from that person's point of view.
Mm.
Somebody send a supporting statement to you that is over 10 pages. So imagine you come to the office and you see an email and you see a long supporting statement. Which time, like people that will send me supporting statement to proofread for them, first thing I'll tell them is I'm not the NHS. So despite anything I'm telling you, I'm not the machine that's going to select it. But now look at it and I say, oh, it's okay. You now go, you didn't get the job, and I say, oh, but this person say this thing is okay. Or like, first thing I'll tell you is I'm not NHS. Every NHS has what they are looking out for. At your own level, you don't need to write what you feel is suitable following these guidelines and hope everything works out fine. So if I tell you, if I have the master key and know, oh, this is it, then I will beat my chest and say, yes, this is it. But now imagine me reading over even 1,000 words. I'll just rush to it, rush. Look at it and like, free. Just write it to the best of your knowledge because I'm not the recruiter.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's why I don't prefer supporting statements.
So that's a disclaimer in disguise. Right
I
now, the
don't.
chief main husband is giving a disclaimer. He is not NHS. Neither
I'm
am
not
I
NHS.
NHS. We are not NHS,
Yeah.
okay?
So I don't prefer supporting statement. I just tell you use these guidelines, keep applying because I've seen series of application. Some nothing to write home about. They got invite for interview. You don't know what the person did differently.
Yeah.
But just see that almost everything person A did, B, C, they did everything the same. So why did they pick this person? So I
Mm.
think it was before the NHS used to give review for your application. If you get like unfortunate emails, which I feel was what helped me with my wife's application also. Then we had reviews. Oh, you did this at this part. You did not do well in this part. These are what you are looking out for. So those stuff gave me idea.
Yeah.
But now we rarely see that, and we don't see that anymore. They don't really
Yeah.
give review because as they're
Mm.
sending you the unfortunate emails, the next thing is they will just write it there. Oh, unfortunately, we can't give you feedback about your application, which
Yeah,
is
of course.
a problem now. So
Because
imagine
right now,
if they're giving feedback,
yeah.
more people will do well, more people will be able to adjust and do what they're supposed to do. So
Yeah.
that's it.
So that's also a sign to show that, guys, the number of people that are applying for jobs is
It's much
increasing. So the NHS cannot give
for
reviews
everybody.
to 1,000 applicants. So that
Yeah.
should let us know that we have to up our game if
Yep.
we really want the job. All right.
Yeah.
So, and just as Steven was saying, I have seen a colleague of mine. A supporting statement was just a summary, just something like my hand. It was just from here to there, and she was just getting job opportunities. So it is what's the content of your supporting statement. Just say who you are, what you are doing, and then you are good to go. All right.
Somebody sent applications to me. I looked at
Mm.
it. I was like, this thing is nothing. There's nothing here. The person was like, what? I said, there's nothing here. He said, but how do I do it? I was still about to help her adjust her application when she got an unfortunate email. But guess what? 2 days later, she got an invite from that NHS that gave her unfortunate email.
Oh.
So I now told her, I say, see, Auntie, come, is it the same application you use to get this job? Even she
Mm-hmm.
herself was shocked. Like she was like, it's the same. Or like, so now you see what I'm saying.
See?
If I'd said, oh, yes, to me, this is not okay in the main sense. But now I don't know what they saw in it. I don't know why they picked it and say, oh, they
You
called
know
it.
what, Stephen? It is not just about the supporting statement, the CV itself. Because I've seen some people that I'm like, okay, let me have a look at your CV. And I look at the CV and I'm like this. Oh no. Because to be honest, you can't use this CV to even apply for a job in your home country. The CV is just like a shabby work. So
I say even
sometimes
this person's CV, this
yeah.
person's CV wasn't even. It was not there. It
Then
wasn't.
that NHS really needed staff. That is what I can say.
So
That
they
is
called
what
her
I
for an interview, and she had said she was shocked. I was like, okay, I wish you all the best. Do what you have to do, prepare for your interview and all that. So it's sometimes you just need to do what you have to do. Make sure you put it in the right perspective, put the key points, and most importantly, pray.
pray. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is it. Prayer is a key.
yeah,
Okay. So guys, I know Stephen was just saying that it's been a while that he helped people with supporting techniques. I do give assistance to supporting statement, but don't come to me without a supporting statement. When you are coming, somebody was coming to me to assist her to review a supporting statement, and I was like, okay, let me see your supporting statement. And then she was asking me, is she supposed to have a support? And I was like, my
mm-mm.
sister, so you expect me to sit down and write your supporting statement for you? No, it's not done that way. Write your supporting statement, bring it to me, and I'll review it. If there is assistance, I'll give you help with it. So
Yeah,
I do give assistance. I do help with supporting statements with CV and all that. So if you need assistance with that, join my Telegram channel, my Telegram page. You have to join both links. The links are in the description section below. Because when you join the channel, that is how you can get information about all information that I share on the channel. But you have to join the page to be able to communicate on the channel. All right. So if you
yeah,
need help with your supporting statement with your CV, you can pop a message there and I will get to you in your DM, and we'll take it
yeah.
from. I am sure Steven may resume helping very soon because guys he's in the UK now. He's in the King's Land now, and he's trying to settle himself in. But
Yeah.
sure he will resume very soon. So when he resumes, he will let me know. And yeah, when I'm not available, he can help with that. Okay,
That's why.
sweet.
That's why for me, I actually have videos in my YouTube channel that talks about, because most times why I rarely talk about most of these things now is I've done these videos. So if I'm
Yeah,
repeating myself again, it's like I'm just coming over and over saying almost the same thing. I want to come up with fresh ideas, new stuff
yeah,
that will help out, not just
yeah.
putting out the same thing, saying the same thing. Like
Right,
someone
right.
called me one day and said, "Oh, please, can you help me with my supporting statement?" I said, "I've done a video on it. Go and this is the
What?
link. Go and watch the video." And you're like, "Oh no, let me do a voice note and send to him." I was like, "So what's the difference between me doing a voice note and a video?"
Can you imagine the time? So the time that I invested in doing that video, you mean it's
Video.
not? You know what? On my OSCE page, I have a page where I help people with OSCE. I'm sure you are on that page as well because of your
Yeah,
wife, or maybe your wife is there.
yeah.
And we've spent time. I've gotten other midwives to, do presentation on all the 10 stages. Can you imagine? Someone sent me a message. It wasn't even a polite message. The person was demanding as if I owe the person my time. I owe them. It was like, the presentations are too much. They are many. So she doesn't have time to scroll through all the presentations. So I should go and pick this particular statement and send to me. I was like, really? Your OSCE, that will give you your pin to help you,
Yes.
right? I have dedicated my time to freely give you, information on how to do it. You are demanding that oh God.
My DM. I actually don't. I don't leave DM for too long. That's one good thing about me. I don't owe anybody money. I don't owe anybody jack. So once you send me DM, if I don't have time, at least within a day, I always take my Telegram. I just pop to it.
Mm,
I give you what I need to give to you. Oh, if
yeah,
there's a video on it, I send to you. If there's a
yeah.
video, except I've not done any video about it. I'll attend to you, and I'll like, okay, because I know people before they even talk to you for even 30 minutes, they'll charge you to
Yeah.
even talk to them. But see me, I'll just most time I'll be on the phone with some people 30 minutes, 1 hour, as if I'm their father. But to me, it's just a way of me doing my own help, because I know my own help will come from somewhere. My
Yeah.
own help, it doesn't, it's not really because I help you, my help must come from you. My help will come from somewhere else, and that has been guiding me all this while. That's why when most people ask me, why is it that you're helping out, you're not doing, except those that want me to, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Let me know.
That,
Let me
so
leave that
Steven,
out.
Steven, your final words to my viewers.
My final words for them is, I think I shared that some days ago. Nobody said it's going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody says it's going to be easy. So do what you have to do. Sit
Yeah.
sit back. You have setback. Relax. Go back. Look at it again. Do a different approach. And I didn't just get here today. I burnt the ninth candles, looking at those applications like, okay, what is wrong? What is the issue? I keep at it because I know I have something that's going to come out of it at the end of the day. So, but just imagine, oh, because the whole setback, and I decided to sit back and say, no, it wasn't easy, but now it's worth it. So, and I will always tell people, coming to the UK, you still have a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
You still have a lot to deal with, but just get it done. It's not easy, but it's going to be worth it at the end of the day.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Yeah.
the chief made husband. So, guys, this brings us to the end of today's video. And I just want to say thank you very much to the chief made husband. Don't forget to go check out his YouTube channel. He's got content. He's got good content. He is a photographer, a very good photographer as well. He has a handle, a social media handle on Instagram. I'm sure you're on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So I'm sure when you get through to him on YouTube, you get all those handles. Or if he's happy, he'll send me the link, then I'll share it in the
That's how
description.
I do that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And viewers, until we meet again in my next video, it is take care of yourself and it's bye.